Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Students, how are you? Can you hear me, students?
Yes, mister.
Last class, see, we have done this one session management, attacking how it will happen. What is the importance of that one? So, in today's lecture, I will go for the most important attack, and the topic in the web application security is SQL injection. Okay, so SQL injection attack, when it happens, it will compromise your database. So database is like your heart of your application. Everything will be stored, all your personal data, your sensitive data means your passwords, your social security number like civil ID, or your mobile number, or your health information like blood group, etc. Everything will be stored in the database. So attacking the data store yani database. So this is one of the most uh, popular attack in the OWASP. So you can see in the OWASP what are the top 10 attacks. Okay, see, these are the 10 top listing attacks. This one. See, under that, this is the topic that we are discussing today. Injection. Okay, so injection is a type of attack which will happen on your database. So this attack will be a highest vulnerable number we can give. Okay, so let us go deep into this lecture. So it will be abbreviated with this symbol SQL capital letter and I. Yani it is called as SQL injection. You can see here. So, so it is a type of vulnerability which will allow the attacker to interfere. Yani he will come and try to modify the SQL queries which you are going to make it to the database. So what it will do, this type of attack, it will allow attacker, to see the data what they are not able to retrieve. Yani it contains the data of some other persons. They can able to access the data of some other person. Okay. Then in many cases, the attacker will try to change the data or modify the data or delete the data or update the data. These type of things the attacker can do if he or she knows what is the table you are using, what are the columns you are using in the database. Okay, so this is the type of vulnerability which is known as SQL injection, which is called SQLi. Now, if it happens, see the what is the impact? What is the impact if this attack is successfully happening? You will be exposed your credit card details. Like this attack is happening in Bank Muscat or Oman Arab Bank or Oman National Bank. So all the customers' credit card numbers, account numbers, PIN numbers, passwords, everything is stored in the database. So if that site is vulnerable, that means you will lose your money, you will lose your personal data. That is the uh, impact, what will happen. Okay, so high profile data breaches in recent years have been the result of SQL injection attacks, which will lead to reputational damage. Yani, see, I told you now, Bank Muscat. So if the Bank Muscat is having this type of vulnerability and the customer data is stolen, the sensitive data like password, credit card details, etc., then who will become the customer? The people will be afraid. They are scared to become the customer of Bank Muscat because that website has led to this attack, injection attack, which is the most vulnerable attack. So in that way, reputational damage means it will bring a bad name for your company. Your company may lose. Okay, your company reputation means the name or the fame. It will be lost and you will be applied to fines. The government may apply fines on that Bank Muscat, etc. Some XYZ bank. Understand? So this is the impact of when this attack is happening. Okay. So in some of the cases, the attacker, what they will do, they obtain this kind of, yani they get this information through backdoor, backdoor into the organization systems. Yani backdoor, yani who is the backdoor? For example, your friend is working in XYZ company, government company. So there he is working as a system DBA or database administrator. So if he is a database administrator, that means he know all the passwords. He has privileges. So through him or through her, you are trying to get the data. That is called backdoor entry. So with you are not going in the front and asking the application to give me the password of admin. So you are approaching some insider through the back door. You are going and getting the data. So this will lead, if this type of attack is happening, it will lead to long-term compromise. Nobody will notice. Maybe for 1 month or for 1 year or for 10 years, it may be prolonged. It can be extended until you are going to catch that one, until you are going to analyze that, until you are going to um do some forensic activity, right? So this is what the impact. So through backdoor, they can steal the data. And if this type of attack is happening, your company name will get damaged, reputation. That is this one, reputation. Okay. Another thing, they will be applied to fines. The organization has to pay the fines, money, penalty. Is this clear, students? Do you understand the importance of this attack, SQL injection? Are you listening, students?
Yes, Mr.
Now, what are the things that structured query language, SQL yani structured query language. So what the attacker can do, see here, SQL can execute the queries against the database. What type of queries you can do this one, like select star from, select star from, okay, user or some database name, table name. This is to retrieve. This is to retrieve. Retrieve means you are going to get the data from the database. And this will also allow to create, yani insert the data into the database. So insert command is there. You can use the update command to update your information, delete your information, create the new database, create the new tables, create the stored procedures through SQL programming. Okay, create the views, and also through SQL you can set some permissions, yani read, write, execute permissions, who can read, who can modify, who can delete the table, procedure, views. Those permissions you can set. So these all things we can do on this SQL. You can create, you can delete, you can update, you can modify either the records or the table itself or the object of the database itself. Okay. Now see here, select statement. What it will do? It is used to retrieve your data, your information. It is going to select it and give it to you. And you want a particular person, like a student ID is equal to 2010 I want this particular customer or student details. So I will use this one, where class, where where ID is equal to student ID is equal to, so ID ani, this is the column name of the table students. Also student ID and city is equal to Muscat, or you stay in Sur, or where ID is equal to this but not in Muscat. Like this, these operators we can use along with your SQL query. This is to select. Same thing you can do for delete. Delete already available information from the database table user or something. Okay. So I say here like students. So you will write like this, no? Select star from student where ID is equal to this. And if you have multiple conditions, you can go for using this one. Similarly, you use for updating and to delete the record, to modify your record. So this is the work what you can do with this SQL. So in introduction to the database, you have studied all these commands. Okay. So where class, I told you here in this where class, you can use these combinations and or not. If you are having the condition like you are applying on ID and mobile number or ID or city, like that. Okay. So and or operators are used to filter the records based on one or more conditions. Right? So the conditions what you can use like for instance, so this is SQL injection. Okay. So for example, like what are the SQL queries you have? So select star from students where student ID is equal to, you will write your ID, for example. Okay, like this. And, and city equal to Sur. This is something, or you may use like this, or, or mobile number is equal to, same you can use, mobile is equal to 98989898, for example. Okay, like this. Or you may use not. ID is equal to this, but this, that student should not belong to Sur. Not in, or city not equal to, you can say. City not in Sur, something like this. So these are the operations and the operators you will apply for this type of SQL transaction. This is your table name, right? This is your column name, yani the database column. This one also. Are you understanding this one, students? These commands? You remember these commands when you study with the database course that you have to use here in this lecture doing the lab. Is this clear, students? Right? So these are the things that this side is going to explain you this thing. So you are trying to execute the SQL command. Okay. So this SQL command you can execute on the database. So this is the one what I am trying to uh, this one execute the queries. Okay. Now next one, where is that? This one, union. So union is the operator used to combine, yani you can add the results from two different SQL statements or from two different tables. But there are certain conditions. So what are the conditions? They must have same number of columns. This is the first condition. Yani you have a table called students. Okay. This is the table name. Okay. So under the students table, you have the columns, for example, here, table with some columns. Okay. Auto fit to contents. Okay. So student ID, बाद student name, बाद student city, बाद student mobile, like this. Okay. These are the columns. And what are the data types? That also important. So for instance, here like student ID is numeric. I will write here. Okay. These names here. For instance, sorry. So student ID is number, comma, student name is varchar 2. Okay, comma, student city is again varchar 2. Okay, mobile, student mobile is number. Understand? These are the data types. So this is the data you will have here like this 201 2021493010. Okay, here like Muhammad, here like Muscat, here like Nike. Okay, now here like 2022. Okay, 493015. Okay, Safa. Okay, then Sohar. Okay, for example, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Like this students table. And another one you have like the table, another name called hmm, another table you have, which is called uh, grades table or courses table. So in the course table, you will have like course ID, which is a number. Okay. And this is the primary key here. And here, this is the primary key. Okay. Also here you have student ID, which is a number. Also, it is a foreign key. And also here you have like what are the courses you are studying. Okay. Course title. Course title. Okay. Then section. Then credits. Okay. Then the timetable. So time is like a number I say here or varchar I will say here. Okay. Course title is also varchar 2. Also here section is number. Credits is also number. Right? Now I have like this. Also I want to get the student name. For example, here also I have one column called student name. Okay, now you understand here, this is the table name. What is a student table, that one? And this table is called courses table. So you have here student ID, student name, but you have course ID, but you have here course title, okay, but you have section number, section, but you have what you have credits, but you have the time. Okay, so student ID, student name, course ID is, for example, CSSY 3202. Okay, course title, web application security. Okay, web application security. So section 10, credits 3 hours, time 10 to 12 or something like this. 10 to 12 and something. Okay. So what courses you are studying, that will be there here. CSPM 3201. Okay. Project management and acquisition, section 20, maybe 3. This is 2 to 4 p.m. like this. Now you want some data from this table and some data from this table. So what you have to do? You have to do union. Understand? Yani you have to combine. You have to combine. In the mathematics, you use no A union B. You will write like this, no? A union B. What is the meaning of this one? So you have certain items here, like A is equal to like 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? Then in the set B, you have 4 comma 5 comma 6. Then if you say A union B, what is the answer? A union B, what is the answer? Mathematics, what is the answer for this one? A union B. You have set A, set B, like this the values. Set A contains 1, 2, 3. Set B contains this one. So A union B means what now? Students, are you there listening?
It's all the elements from 1 to 6.
Yeah, all the data from set
Yeah.
A and also 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Same here. What I want here, students union courses. Two tables are there, students table and courses table. So these are the columns. So I want to do the union. So how I can do? Using this operator union. What it will do? It will combine the result set of two or more select statements. Yani, I will write the select statement something like this here. So select student ID, comma, student name from students. Okay, where ID is equal to 2022 493015. Okay, for example, this one. This is one query. Another query, select student ID, comma, student name, comma, course ID, comma, course title from courses where ID is equal to this one. Understand? So this will give me some data. This will give me some data. So what you are doing here, you will simply write union. So this will give some result. What it will give you this result? This will give you this one. Student ID, student name, Safa and 2022 493015 it will give you. But here what it will do? It will also give student ID, student name and course ID, course title. So both are combined now. Now the result what you will get is the table like uh, the result you will get like 2022 49 3015. Then Safa, then course ID is CSPM 3201, but project management and acquisition like this. Course title is this one. Course ID is this one. Student name is this one. Student ID is this one. So you are combining some data from this query, some data from this query. That is called union. But there are certain conditions here. Select statements with union must have same number of columns. Yani, here how many columns I have? Two columns. Here I have something like this, four columns. So here you should have same columns. Column names should be same here. Like see student ID in the students table, students ID in the course table. This one. student name, same. So the column names should be same, and also they should have similar data types. What is the meaning of data type? Data type means this one. Student ID is what? Number. So here also student ID is number. Here student name is what? Varchar 2. And here student name is also Varchar 2. So it should be same in both the tables. Otherwise, the error will come and you cannot see the results from your queries. And also the columns should be in the same order. The order of column, see here first student ID, student name, bath something. And here also student ID, student name, course ID. So first two columns order is same. So these you need to remember. So in the exam question, they will ask like, write about the union operator and its conditions. Then you have to write like this. Or give an example. Explain about the union operator to be used in SQL queries with one example, right? Then you can give those things answers. You can give any other example also. Okay. For example, like this. Is this clear, students? So when you use union, you need to follow these conditions. So check that the query should contain the same number of columns. Also, the query should have, the columns should be of same data type and the columns should be in same order. Now, the another uh, operator that you can use, or some thing that you can use in the SQL statement, is how to comment. So comments is used like a double dashes. Which symbol is used, symbol, no? Which special character to comment a part of SQL query or complete query itself, right? So you have this symbol. Example, give one example. Okay. For example, I have like this query, right? In this query, I don't want for this student. I want to see the ID and name of all the students. So what I will do here, I will just say like this. If I say like this part of the query will be ignored. That part of the query will be ignored. Only this will be considered by the database. This is ignored. It will not consider because I am writing it as a comment. This symbol. This symbol is a comment symbol. Understand? Understand or not?
Yes.
So this is single line comment. And also here you have, it can be used in between your queries, which you don't want to execute. So it will prevent a part of SQL statements not to be executed. or the complete statement, whatever is your requirement. Now, what are the types of SQL injection? See, I told you, go to this sports figure and exercise that sports figure, sports figure. So here I told SQL injection. See here, this one, SQL injection. So here, what are the types of SQL injections you have? Everything is written here. Okay, now you can see. Oh, these are the different types of attacks, but in that SQL injections are this one. See, I was telling you now union, this one. So blind SQL is one of the attack. This one, blind SQL injection. Another one is just to examine the database. Yani you are analyzing the database. The third type of attack is union attack. Yani you retrieve the data from different tables. Also, you will subvert the application logic. Yani you can change the query by interfering into the logic of the application. The last one, retrieve the hidden data. So these are the types of SQL injection attacks that you can study, and these attacks can happen on your application. Okay, so these are your SQL injection attacks. So you please exercise here. These are very, very good examples given here. Like see here how the SQL attack is happening. Now see here, union command he is giving, select username password from users. And also another here, see what he's trying to craft it here is select name description from the products table where category is equal to gifts. Okay, you have certain products as gifts in your database. This is one query. Also, see what he's doing. Print screen. There it is. Also, you see here. Okay. Now you can see here. See, this is one query. This is one query. Okay, where category is equal to gifts. This is another query. Oh, sorry. This one query. Another query is this one. Now here you are doing what? doing here union. See, union. Yani you are combining the data from this query 1 and this query 2. So select the username password from users. So who has purchased these gifts, or who has won the gifts from the shopping website, that you are trying to see their username and passwords. So what it will do here, see, it will go here, it will get all the usernames. This one, first query. Also, it will get the passwords. It will get the password from this table and give it to this particular guy. All passwords, all usernames. Khalas, your database is everything compromised now. So your all usernames, your all passwords is going to be retrieved by this person. Understand? So now retrieving the data, subverting the data, union attacks, analyzing the data, blind SQL injection. So these are the 4 different types of SQL injection you have. Okay. Explain the 4 different types of SQLi attacks in an web application. Right? You can write these things. Okay. So number 1 is this one. Number 2 is this one. So for each and every attack, you have the video. See that ports figure, examining the database, then blind SQL injection. Okay. Next, I will show you this one. Now we finish this early and we will go for the lab. Now see here, how do you retrieve the hidden data? This one, first one. How do you retrieve the hidden data? So usually in the web applications, you will see like this, the Google website or any other page you visit, you will have the text box and submit button. So here you will type your ID number, right? You will type your ID number. For example, like you say here, you are typing 100. So when you click submit in your application, this is the PHP coding programming, this one. This one is your PHP coding. This is your HTML front end. This is your client side. In the client application, in the PHP HTML, you use like this. And this one is PHP coding. This one. Server side programming. Okay. PHP. So you are typing the URL and you are typing this 100 and click submit. When you click submit, what happens? Your ID is passed here. Then this is stored in this variable. And then he is trying to check the database here. What? Select the first name, last name from users table, where user ID is equal to what you type here. That is 100. Okay. Then it will go to the database, it will search where is 100 and it will give you the results in the Google page or in your application, any other application. Right? So now how do you retrieve the details of all the user? Means this is the way. How to disable the where class? How to disable the where class? You use comment here. So if you don't want here you can use the comment symbol here like this here. Is this understandable, students, for you? What I am trying to explain? This is to retrieve hidden data from the database. So for this, you have the video there in the ports figure. Please see that video, how to exercise this attack. Now, next see, this will be, now see here like this, retrieving the data. For example, how do you retrieve the data of all users means this one. This is the very dangerous type of testing. If you type like this and click submit, what will happen? What is the meaning of this one is this condition is always true. This data will come here. Okay, this one. So user ID is true. That means it will list you your first name and your last name. Let us see for me. Is that test? I have the so proxy is refusing the connection. So I have here Kaspersky, my database. This one is disabled. Pause for some 10 minutes. I will try, but I don't know. See, mm, single quote or one is equal to one hash 1 2 3 4 5. Here, what is the logic there? One is equal to one hash. Where is it? I am trying to enter inside the system. Okay, that is what I am trying to test it now. In your this one, 1, 1 is equal to 1, 1 is equal to 1, then dot dot. Or 1 is equal to 1. Dot. Right, see now. Hello, students, can you see this one now? I tried this, Yani, this website is very much vulnerable. See who I am now? Can you see now who I am now? Who I am now? What type of user I am?
Admin.
See, I become the admin for this bank application. So this application is very vulnerable. So what I can do here, see, I can edit the users. Yani, I can modify the users who are there. I can see the transactions here. See here, I want to see this person bank account number, how much balance he has money. Oh, see here, how much is there? This many dollars are there in his account. Huh? So what can I do? I can select these accounts, I can see the accounts, and also I can do some transfer, money transfer I can do from one account to another account. See, 80002 to 80004. How much? Some $1,000 I want to transfer. Khalas, see, successfully transferred. My money is transferred to that account because I am admin. I can also modify the users here. See, admin, what is the type of account? Okay, password, everything I see here, change password. This means what? This is having the vulnerability. So I tried like this SQL injection, like this, the blind data. So I type this one and click submit. The application is vulnerable to this attack. So this is my account. Understand? So this is a type of attack. So banking applications, testfire.net. You can type this website and you can try in your home. Testfire.net, login. So when you go here, you choose that option. Where is that? Like this, you type single quote, single quote, or single quote space capital R, 1 is equal to 1 space dot dot. Okay. So SQL query. Okay, we will put this one. Input is equal to okay, we will do this one later, but in this website you can try. So uh, star what I give or 1 is equal to 1 dash dash. Password can be anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, something you can type. Then you are becoming the admin. So this is the uh, way to test your attack. Okay. Blind SQL injection like this, or retrieve the data like that. So this is the way how the attacker will try to provide some bad. What is this type of input, student? Is it good or bad? This type of input is good or bad? This type of input data is good data or bad data? Tell me, is it good data or bad data? Hmm? This type of input data is good or bad? Students, this type of data, what I am typing here, this is a good data or a bad data? Good input or bad input? Students, are you there? Are you listening to me? Students, hello, students,
وذي مستر.
with me. But what is this type of data? Good data or bad data?
Bad data.
Huh?
Bad.
Okay, bad. Where you studied this bad?
I don't know مستر.
Studied here. Input data validation you have seen, no? Hmm. Bad passwords. Reject known good. Reject known bad. Whitelist. Blacklist. This data you have seen, no? Where is that one? In this lecture 3. Hmm. This one. Reject known bad. If this data is bad, then you have to reject it. That is what you studied here, how to handle the user input. This is the defense mechanism. So your application should not allow this type of input data. So this is the bad data what you have. Bad known data. Bad known data. So you don't allow the user to type in the user ID except numbers, don't allow any special characters. So this type of preventive measures, defensive measures you can take to avoid this type of attack. Understand? You know this one is a blacklist items. So these are the blacklist data items, what you studied in this lecture 3, core defense mechanism. So you can see here, see what are this one, handling the user input. Okay, this one, reject known bad. I know that this is the bad data, hash or quotation is equal to. Why should I allow them? Stop them. That is the way you can stop, right? So this is to retrieve the data is first type of attack. Next one is you can change some logic. You can bypass the logic what you have written in the application. Right. So here, see, please enter your username password to view your details. When you click this one, please enter your username and password to view account details. Again you are asking. Then when you click this, so you are doing something here. So signature is you're passing here, and see how to bypass the login mechanism means after you get this data, you modify the query. You modify the query to bypass the logic of the application, the actual logic, what you write, that logic you modify. Okay. So password is not correct. Even though if the password is not correct, you allow the application to enter into this database. So like that, this type of attack will allow the attacker to subverting the logic of the application. Okay, subverting the logic of the application. Yani you are disrupting, you are threatening the challenge, you are threatening the logic of this application. Second type of attack, this one. See, you are trying to change the query in this one by modifying the logic. Third one is union. So I give you the example. See here, these are the student names and these are their grades, for examples, or the student name starting with A, B, C, D. So you are combining here username from users where uh, union select grades from results. So this is the users table. This is the grades table. So you will write the query. Then the result will be something like this. Yani, you can know all the users, you can know all their grades. Then you can play with the database. You can go there and modify the database of Muhammad, modify the database of Safa, modify the database of grade of Haura. Right. So this is the third type of attack, union attack. We will see this in the lab now. Okay. Now, fourth one is analyzing the database. Suppose the attacker, he want to play with the database. First, he will try to find what is the name of the database, what is the type of database, what is the version of database, okay? What are the users present in the database? These type of things he will try to analyze. So first one is see how to find the version number. You simply write this command, select version. Then it will give you what is the database version. MySQL database is there, or Oracle database is there, or Access database is there. Any database is there, that version it will return. What is the username of the database? It will return the current user. This command, select user. Okay. Next one, how to find the database itself name. Yani you are using Oracle, you are using Access, you are using a MySQL. I want to know. So I will play with your application by typing this injection attack. So what is that one? This one. Select database function. So it will return you the current default database. So these are the commands that you can use. This one, this one, this one to know or to analyze the database types, what you have used in your application. Okay. Sims is using what database? You want to analyze, you give these injection attacks and try. Understand? So this is a fourth type of attack. The last one is blind SQL injection. Yani you don't know, but you will play with the database by asking some questions, true questions or false questions. In that way, you are trying to steal the data by asking a series of questions. Yani, I will ask you, Safa, tell me, do you have admin user in your database? Safa will say yes. Then I will try to do brute force attack. Admin is their user means I would like to know the password of the admin. So it will be easy for me. So I asked Safa this question. Is admin there? She is telling yes, true. It is there. So like this, I will ask a series of questions in the application by typing. So it will return something true or false. In that way, you can steal the information. You can take the information from the database and play with it. You can create your own queries, craft your queries by seeing the response of the server. So sometimes the server is giving the false reaction to the known false question. Then for that question, you take it and you make it as yes or no answers. Then you can know the structure of the database. If you know the structure, you can do anything. Yani, you can modify the name of the table, column of the table, you can delete the column number, column from that table. This can be done to any level. So by asking what? True or false questions, the attacker can extract small amounts of data, such as what is the name of the table, what is the column name of the table, what is the how many number of columns are there in the table, like that. Okay, now let us see now this one. We will go now into the lab. So this is one example, see, to guess. Suppose there is a table called users. There is a table called users. And in that users table, you have column name is username, password. And what is that user called? The name of the user is administrator. Now see, you are trying to write like this the query. This is the query you are writing. In the C, select password from users where username is equal to administrator and comma 1, yani substring. Suppose, okay, suppose you kept the password is like this. This is your password. For example, admin is the administrator is a username. Your password is this one. Now, what this substring will do? Substring for that username, the first character, yani you are extracting this character, 1, 1. Is it greater than m? P is greater than m? I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yani it is coming after m. So I guess the first character of the password. So like that, you try again. Is it greater than T, or is it greater than A, or is it greater than N? Then you may get the another character. Like this, you can try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, many attempts to find out or to guess what is the password. So what this message, this query will return you what? See, this query is used to determine the password character one at a time. So next time, maybe you will get some other character successfully. So like this, you can guess the password. Next one attack. See, this query will return you the welcome back message indicating that the injected condition is true. So that the first character of the password is greater than 1, greater than m. So this one, this condition, because my password in the database is P. So P is greater than M. So it is telling welcome back. And it is giving me the first character, that is P. So likewise, again, you are trying with this one. So welcome back indicating that the condition is false. The first character of the password is not greater than T. Okay. Like this, you can try many combinations, one at a time, to guess the password. That is called blind guessing, blind SQL injection, right? So these are the examples. Now, how do you prevent? What is the solution? The solution is don't use the dynamic creation of SQL queries in your application. You write your own logic and use prepared statements. Use prepared statements and bind with this type of symbols. Don't use concatenation operators like plus id, okay, plus something like name. Like this you don't use. This is the bad practice in the SQL queries. You should not use. You should use like this binding symbol. This is binding symbol. Bind, binding, and prepared statements. You have to use prepared statement. This is the safest way of writing the code. Prepared statements. Okay. So sanitize your user inputs. We studied in lecture 3, sanitization. Sanitization means cleaning. You are cleaning the input. Suppose I type special characters in the input text box. You delete that or you truncate it. You extract that one and delete that. Or give the user the alert message that these characters are not allowed. That is second option to prevent the attack. Third option, don't leave sensitive data in the plain text. You don't save the passwords or session IDs in the plain readable format. Encrypt it. Do hashing. Third solution. Fourth solution, limit the database permissions and privileges. Don't give every user the high level of permissions. Only reading. Don't give them update, don't give them modify, don't give them delete, or don't do them, give them creating the users like that. Only for a special user like administrator, you give those permissions. But rest apart from that, don't give any other permission, high level permissions, high level of privilege to other normal users. Limit them. Avoid displaying the database errors directly to the users. So don't display the errors if there are your application is throwing, like your username is wrong in the table users. This will give the hint to the data to the attackers that there is a table name maujood dakhil database users. So detailed database errors don't display. Use application firewalls. Keep the database always updated, yani update with latest softwares. So these are the prevention measures. How to prevent the SQL attacks? This answer you have to write here. How to prevent the SQLi attacks. So you can give these reasons. You can discuss these reasons. Right? So this is what your SQL injection covers. Now I will go to the lab, see that lab, then you will understand what we can do in this lab. Okay, so for that I will open the lab document here, activities. So this is your lab document. Okay, so we are going to use this application to test it. Okay, now right now I will go to the virtual machine. Where is my virtual machine? This one. Okay, so I am starting the application. What happened? Another driver name clash, the same name exist, failed. What happened? This cannot shut down. For a long time I'm opening this. So there is some conflict with the driver name, it is telling.
Mister, do another adapter.
Adapter, I have tried. Where is the adapter network? Host only I have. I will use bridge or NAT. Same error is coming. What it will give me is it starting? It seems the what is the extensions? What happened to this guest editions? I cannot update here about. Okay, so it is starting now. So you also try to configure this in your laptops because in college we cannot trust here. You may come sometimes, you may not come online, offline, like this going on. So better you bring your laptop, configure and exercise these all labs. See, this type of so many challenges will come. So you have to regularly update your database, update your applications, etc. Otherwise, see now, okay, starting now. Okay, now the application is up now. So I will try to log in with the user VA and password is admin123, right? So now if config, what is my local host? It is coming. The IP is not coming. What is that? Mm, I need to get the IP address to access this machine. Where is my network type? Bridge I use. NAT. I think I have to stop this one again. See how many challenges are there. So you have to regularly please practice this one. Now go to this one. Adapter, host only, you have bridge, you have other host only, bridge, net. Okay. Because to access this, where is that one? This application, we need to know the IP address. Okay, we admin 123 config. Okay, now I got this one. No, so where is my browser? This is 192.168.26. 192, 168, 56, 103. Is this one? 192, 68, 56, 103. Otherwise, I will start verb suit. Hmm. Right. Now see what I did. I just log into the virtual machine. I type the ifconfig command and I took the IP address. So 192.168.56.103 is the host machine IP address. So to that machine, I am trying to ping now. So I access that machine here. Okay. Then what is the application? This one, damn web vulnerable application. So that application we are trying to exercise. Where is that? So DVWA securities. Okay, from that we are trying to change now. Right. So here the default username is I think password admin. What is the default name? Username using admin as username and password admin. I'm trying admin, admin, admin. Right. So this is the username is admin. Okay. Password is password only. Okay. Now here what they are telling security level, you have to make it to low. Then only we can test this attack. So in the left side navigation menu. So here this is the navigation menu. So here you have DVWS security, right? So when you click that, here it is high. High means we cannot test it. To test it, the security you have to change it to low, then click submit, right? So that is what they are telling you here in this. Now you can select the SQL injection from the left navigation menu. This one, right? Now you can enter 1 in the user ID field and submit the form. 1. Now see, this is what, and this is a very big vulnerability, no? See, when I type 1, it is giving me the username admin. It is very, very, very vulnerable. Understand? Your application should not, see here user ID means you should not allow any number. You should form some rules. Okay. What are the rules? Like your ID should be having 15 digits. Okay. It should start with some sequence number or something. You have to form the rules. That's why it is vulnerable now. So this is what you have retrieved the observe the results they are telling. Yani it is displaying you have to write the answer. It is displaying the name of the user and ID of the user admin. Now activity 1, see it is telling you this one. Observe the SQL query, this query. We will exploit the flaws using always true scenario technique. Okay. The technique involves submitting Boolean expressions such that it always return true. Example, or 0 is equal to 0. That means always true. 0 is equal to 0 means true condition. 1 is equal to 1 means true. Like that. So in the ID box, you type this information. So percentage means probably not be equal to anything and will be false. And this one is always true. 0 will be always equal to 0. Understand? This is what we are trying to inject in this one. Right? And click submit. Oh my God. See here. It is giving me what? So this is the query. That means select the username, first name, last name. So you type like this. It is telling the result is, this is the result. In the database, you have these users. Understand? Is this clear, students?
Yes,
Students,
Mr.
are you? Yeah, watch it. Okay. So I am testing the vulnerability of this application. The DVWA website is there. This website is hosted under this virtual machine, right? So you have a virtual machine. In that virtual machine, you have a application running in the server, right? First one is finished activity. Now, next one, what you have activity 2 is display the database version. How do you display the database version? I told you this command. What is that one? This one. Select version. So if you type that one, then this is the command, injection command. Select null. This is all. This part is true always. This you are ignoring. Yani before that you have any query like select blah 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 from user or something. You are ignoring that one percentage meaning. So that always false. But this part is true. Right? So that is what we are trying to copy this and go to your application, type here, paste. Now see, oh, can you see, tell me what is a database version you have here? What is the name of the database using? Here, see what is the version of the database? Answer me, what is the version of the database here? See this output and tell me what is the version. Muhammad, are you there? Muhammad,
Yes, Mr.
tell me what is the version?
Version 5.5, Mr.
5.5.62 is the
Yes.
version of the database, this one. And this one is the operating system, Ubuntu. And this one is its version, 14.0.0.4. So that means I can study about this database and find the vulnerability. That is one of the option for me, right? So you have to observe that and discuss that. Next one, I want to know the username. So how do you know the username? This is the function you use. In the same query, above query, you just write here user. Then it will give you who is the current user. Now see here, who is the current user now? Who is the current user? Tell me, Safa, Haura, Sheikha, Marwa.
Mr. Rajman.
No, read that output.
Mister, from where we found them exactly?
This is the answer, results. In this result, you have to observe. They are telling here, no, see, observe and discuss. When you type this, you will get the data output like this. So After you get this output, you observe this output. So from this output, you see and tell me. Read here what are the columns, what are the names that is displayed. Here you can see here root. Root is the database user, default user, root.
And Smith, or it is this
These are
person.
users, but here that are also the users you have. But here, see, now the current one is root,
Default.
default. Like see here, for example, I have MySQL in my database. This is who is that one? I want to show you in the workbench. I will show MySQL. Now, can you see now? See who is the user? Default user here, root. If I click this, it will ask me the password. So what is a password? I type the password. Khalas, it is connected to my database. So that is what I am trying to show you. So root is also one of the, these are all the users you have: admin, Gordon, Hack, Pablo, Bob, then this one, root. Okay. So this is the way how you can analyze the database. Next one, what you have, name of the database. What is the database that you are using? So use this function database. Then it will give you the name. So type here. Now, what is the database name here? Can you see from this output? What is the name of the database? Students?
DVWI.
This is the name of the database. The applications database, what they are using is this name, right? So this is that activity, what you have. Now you want to display all the tables present in the schema of this DVWA. Then this is the query. See, information schema dot tables. Yani you are trying to read the name of the tables. Yani esh tawla mawjood dakhil DVWA database. I need to see that one so that I can target admin table and get the data, something like that. So you copy this one. You understand here. 1 is equal to 0. Yani this will be false. Union. This we need this one. We are focusing on this part of the query. This part we don't want. So it is, we are making it false. 1 is equal to 0 means false. We don't want that part of the query. This part of the query we are focused on. So, but we need all these details. Right now, I copy paste here, submit, and now you see these are all the names of the databases, character sets. Okay, so go down here. You can see many things here. See, these are all the tables, information, blah, 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 many things here. Can you see here? See, guest book is a table. Visitors, users, movies, heroes, blog, TBL brand, TBL cart, yani table cart, table brand, table cart items, table categories, right? So many tables are there. These are all the tables. So like this, the attacker can analyze and see the names of the tables present in that particular schema. Schema means the structure of the database. Now you can modify that one, the above query, by seeing a particular name of the table. Suppose see here where the name like this one. So in this query, so this one, where this one. What is the meaning of this one? Where table name like user, yani the name is starting with user, percentage yani बाद user, it can be any name. Like for example, user, uh, it can be like students, or user, it can be like passwords, or user, it can be like grades. So this is the meaning here. Yani the table name should start with the letters USER. But that after that it can be anything. So how do you write that one is percentage, right? So where table name like user, we are searching for that one, right? So I will copy this and try to exercise this here. This is giving me many tables, but I am focused for only user, starting with user. Now see, these are the three tables we got it. Privileges, yani the permissions. Understand now? This is the way I can analyze and attack and get the data what I need. So this table contains many permissions. This table contains about the user's names or etc. Right? So this is what they are telling here. Okay. So this logic, you understand this one. These are all the basics of introduction to database you studied. This one, so using this symbol. Suppose I want the table to be start with, for example, anything, and it should have uh, students like this. Yani uh, TBL students. TBL, okay, can be like, for example, uh, marks, then students. Okay, like this. So what if you run this query? If you run this query, what will happen? Initially, it can be anything. Percentage, yani the characters can be any character or anything. But after that, it should have students. So first I will say here like this one. Marks, TBL students. So first you have this one, TBL. So after that you have students. So it will give me these two tables as the answer. Or also this one also it will give. So this is the way how you can frame. This is crafting your user input, right? So I am trying to see first one, user bar, this one, this query. Understand? So you have to practice this more. This type of questions will come in the exam. Now display the column names. Now you are displaying the table names. These are what this one? These are the names of the tables. Esh Mojud Dakhal users. I want to see how many columns. That is this query. Columns fields. So information schema dot columns dot columns. where table name is equal to users. Understand now? Where table name is equal to users. So what you are doing here is you are creating the query. First one is null space bar concat. Concat mean combining, adding. What you are adding? Table name, comma, this will give the space. Bar, what is the name of the column? So let us execute this query and see the output. Where is the application? Now see here, what we got here, uh, name. Table name and column name. So users is a table name here. On that you have a column name called created on, last login on, okay, trade box, salt, last name, first name, right? Username, avatar, user. These are all the column names, user ID, first name, last name. Understand? So these are all the column names. What are the columns? Mawjood dakhil table users. Where table name is equal to users. This you are exercising now. Okay. So table name is equal to users. So what you are retrieving? You are retrieving columns. So you in the output, you are framing how you want the output is table name, baad, one space, baad, this one, column. So that is why you got here this new line. This is the space. This is a table name and this is the column name. Okay, so this one is, I think, for next line, I think that one. New line character, that is. Yani, first it is displaying the name of the table, but see you have a gap here. Then the next line you have first name, right? So in this way you are designing your output. You are displaying in that format. In which format you want, you can design that format using this one. Understand? Now, this is to display the column names. So column fields, display all the column fields from the users table. Okay. Now see here, first name, then last name, then who are you, the user, then what is your password. This you are trying. Next we will try this. Now see, this is your password for admin, which is an encrypted one. This is a user, your first name, your last name, your password. Name, Gordon Brown, this one, Gordon B. Then this is your password, right? So first name, last name, and what is your username, and what is your password. These are the things that you can display. Okay, you analyze this, you read this and understand later what are the meaning of all these things. In the exam, it will be asked like this. You understand now, students, this lab? Students,
Yes, Mister.
you have to practice this one. So please practice this one, okay? I will stop here because I have another class now. So I hope, I think all of you are present no today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another matter. Okay, plus. Okay, students, so I will mark the attendance. Okay, all are present now. So please practice this one. This is very important lecture. You may get practical. You will be using in project. You will be using this one in final exam everywhere. SQL injection attacks. So please practice this one. Okay. Is this okay? Shall I stop the session now?
Yes, Mister. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you. You're welcome. I will stop the recording.